Cut the music, cut the music. Oh man, this quarantine's getting crazy, isn't it? We are getting little stir crazy here in the Hayes household. Hope all of y'all are doing okay, however many days into the quarantine. But that doesn't mean that some businesses are still not rocking and rolling. Real estate, of course, is my specialty, and that's what I'm going to be talking about here tonight. Maybe forming some good habits, right? We don't always have to binge watch Netflix and binge watch, every show on TV possible. You can take this time to form some good habits, right? Maybe read a book, maybe take an online course, do some push-ups every once in a while. You can gain a little something besides a few extra pounds this COVID-19 pandemic, all right? So some food for thought. What's a good habit that you are going to acquire during this quarantine? Work on it. Let's get better today. All right, guys, what's up, everybody? It's Sean Hayes here, covering the real estate market report. All right, I'm covering Athens and all the surrounding areas. So when I'm talking about Athens and the greater area, I'm talking about Clarke County. I'm talking about Oconee, Ogelthorpe, Madison, Jackson, and Barrow County. All right, so we have Athens here in the center, all the surrounding counties. Of course, that's not the only counties that I work. It's just where I live, and it's where I like to cover. Gwinnett County, I got a ton of love for you. I work out there a ton. But for this market report, I'm only covering the Athens area, single-family detached houses. Now, I've had some people ask, why do you only cover detached houses? Because that is really the meat and potatoes of what is sold here in Athens area, right? Of course, there's mobile homes sold. Of course, there's townhouses and condos sold. But the numbers are way smaller, and I really want to cover the significant things to sell that really impact the market, which are single-family detached houses. Now, maybe in some later videos, I can cover, some other numbers and stuff like that. But for this, to keep it quick, let's cover the meat and potatoes. So on this side, I have what's going on here in real estate. On this side, I have what's going on here in the mortgage world. And with that being said, also, if you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, I got my DJ/producer in the back. Daylene, say what's up.
What up?
So she'll be happy to give me any questions that you guys have about anything real estate related. Could be COVID, could be you want to buy a house in 10 years. Doesn't matter. Feel free to put a question in the comments. Feel free to like and share this video as well. I hope it brings you a ton of solid information. So with that being said, give me some questions. I love to answer them, and let's hop into the numbers here. All right, guys. So we are covering April 1st to April 19th of 2020. Currently, right now, we're in the heat of the spring buying season, and we got some good numbers for you. All right, Daylene, can you see me on camera?
No.
But you can see the numbers here.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I'll hop on this side. All right, so you can see here, active 520 total listings. So in Athens and the surrounding counties, there's 520 single-family detached houses, ranging all the way from the low 100s to the upper millions, okay? The average price point is $442,777. What a lucky number to have an average price point at. Your average days on market right now are 95, so this is a number that you want to keep in mind. Typically, a listing agreement ranges from 3 to 6 months, just depends on what you and your agent discussed when you originally listed that property. But keep this number in mind because we're going to compare it to another number down below. There's supposed to be a D here, sorry about that. So this past few weeks, there's been 144 closings. Okay, there's 144 closings in almost 3 weeks in April. That's quite a bit, okay? That is letting you know that yes, business is still being conducted every single day. There's closings happening Monday through Friday every single day. So if you're kind of concerned about, is this COVID affecting the real estate market? As of right now, I'm not seeing it. Honestly, I'm not seeing it. What the repercussions will be a few months down the line, I'm not sure. If I knew that, I'd be working somewhere else. But I don't. I'm here, right here with you, and you can see that 144 closings in the first 3 weeks of April means that real estate market is on fire. So if you're thinking about listing your property, slide in my DMs. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do to avoid people interaction and to get some good social distancing, right? Any listings that you have come up, even if you don't list it with me, bring it up to your agent. Hey, are you going to be doing a video walkthrough? Are you going to be hiring a professional photographer? Okay, are you going to get some drone footages? Guys, now it is more important than ever to hire a good agent who's going to be able to make sure that you do all those things, right? You're going to be paying a significant amount of money to that person who's going to be selling your house. The least they could do is invest in the sale of your house by hiring somebody who's going to make your house look good in pictures, right? So you don't have any what we call looky-loos who people, they can't really tell by the picture, so they just want to take a look at it. You want serious prospects only in your house. The house needs to have professional photography. The house needs to have a video walkthrough. All right, if you're not getting those two things, you need to bring that up to your agent ASAP. All right, your average list price is $285,000 on your sales. All right, and your average sale price was $281,000. So pretty good. You're losing about $4,000 on your listed sale price. Again, that's kind of right in line with what we've been seeing all the way back in October. That's really not changing that much. But when you're thinking about your listing strategy, this is a number that you want to keep in mind, right? If you're saying, okay, the average person is getting $4,000 knocked off of their average list price, what do I need to be listed at, right? And there's a few different strategies that you could do. We could go into a whole nother video talking about that, but it's just a number that you want to be thinking of. All right, and your average days on market was 39 days. That is crazy. So the real estate market is clearly on fire with 144 closings with an average day on market of 39. So I will say that the loans have taken a little bit longer over this past month because of loan officers and loan crews and all these other companies working on skeleton crews, but that doesn't mean that things aren't closing, and they're closing relatively quickly, right? Even way back, in January, they were closing still in the 30s. So if we're under 45 days for any sort of loan, we're killing it and we're doing good, okay? So these are things to think about. So when you're talking about, hey Sean, what's going on in the real estate market? 144 closings, average days on market 39 days. Is it a good time to sell your house? Yes. Are there buyers still out there? Yes. All right. Over these past few weeks, there was 146 new listings. All right. So roughly a quarter of the active listings. The average list price average for the new ones was $318,000. So you can see the little higher end are coming up compared to what's been closing, but still kind of in that price line and way below what's already on the market. Average days on market has been 10 days, so they got listed about 10 days ago. This past month, you've had 17 expired listings, and you had 21 withdrawals, and you had 30 come back on the market. So this right here is some interesting stuff to think about, right? Expired just means couldn't get it sold. Could be for a condition, could be for a price, could be for a location. Who knows? It just didn't sell, and they never signed a new agreement. It happens. All right, withdrawals. So that means that you had 21 listings. They were on the market. They were waiting for a buyer, and seller decided, you know what, now's not the time for me. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off the market. I want to withdraw this listing for now. And back on markets. So these are the ones, this could come back on market for any number of reasons. Buyer financing could have fell through. During the inspection, seller and buyer couldn't come to, an agreement on what should be fixed by the seller and what should be fixed by the buyer. Things happen like that. Buyer could have just backed out in your due diligence period. You have any right and reason to back out. All right, so remember that your due diligence, you can back out for any reason at all. You're in your due diligence period. It's your right to terminate as a buyer. All right, guys, so that's what's happening here on the meat and potatoes of real estate, April 1st to 19th. So let's get into the mortgage. All right, this is typically where people have a lot of questions as far as where do I even start to buy a house? How do I buy a house? How does the interest rate affect me? But I'm just going to give you the average rates of what's been going on. All right. So your rates, your conventional rate. So when I'm talking about conventional, I'm typically talking about a loan with a 20% down payment, okay? So if it's $100,000, you're putting a 20% down payment, $20,000. Your 30-year fixed is 3.25, which is just incredible still. The rates are remaining this low. They've gone down almost 1.5 since last year this same time. Your 15 years, a 3% rate. And again, this is on average, so I've seen some come in the low or the high twos and the low threes, but this is your average here. It's about 3% for your 15-year. Your FHA, VA, and there's supposed to be USDA here, but these are your government-backed loans. Insane rates. I mean, this is the closest that you're going to get to free money. They have to go up at some point. There's no way that they can continue to say this, but the government is going to keep them down for right now. Especially the whole COVID thing. They want people buying houses, so this is their incentive to buy a house, is to get a just stupid low interest rate. So your 30 year is 2.75 and your 15 year is a 3.125. Typically, you'll see that the 30 year is going to have a better rate because it's deemed a safer mortgage because your payment's going to be in half of what it would be with your 15 years. So they want to try to urge you to get the 30 year. And your jumbo loan, so this is anything over $459,000. Your 30 years at 3.75 and your 15 years at 4.0. These are the only ones that have really kind of jumped up in the past few weeks is the jumbo, while the FHA, VA, and conventional and USDA have all either remained the same or gone down. So your jumbo is the only one that's jumped up a little bit. So that's what's going on the mortgage industry. This is what's going on here in the Athens area industry as far as real estate goes. Do you guys have any questions or anything like that right now? No questions. Awesome. We're just going to keep rolling then. So, like I said in the beginning, I hope you take this time to to build a productive habit during this quarantine. Could be reading a book, could be reading a few pages a day, do some push-ups, do something besides just binge watch all day. You can use this time to be productive. Like I said, if you have any questions that you don't feel like typing, feel free to slide in my DMs, give me a call, a text. I'm super open to any of y'all. I just want to help out. So, like I said, build a good habit. So, all right, guys, I'm getting out of here. So like I was saying, build a good habit during this quarantine. Write down some things that you're grateful for, and let's get to work. All right, guys, let's have a good week.